Now, Sean Jack, who is the TD for Champs Cup, he went on Stagger Stance, I believe, last night for a little interview. And he had some interesting things to say that I want to discuss now. He mentioned just how little the PDGA has been involved with this major. At one point, I believe the question was asked where Phil Deloney was a part of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, Disc Golf Network. He ended up getting a job with the PDGA Director of Competition, which is I'm assuming, going to be a big role in, the majors. He basically said that it would be cool if he was here. He said it would be cool if he was here. And then he went on to say that he's going to be arriving today, aka Tuesday. So it seems like, and this is not anything news to us, Yuli. The PDGA just really don't have their hands all that much in getting these events ready. And Sean even went on to say that he paid the Disc Golf Pro Tour to come out and help assist to make sure that everything was set up and ready to go. So, I mean, I guess what's your take on that? There's a lot of people listening that pay a lot of money to the PDGA over the years. And the thought of, maybe that money not going to these majors. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't know if it's, I have no idea. I do know this.
Going off of what Sean said.
Yeah, but I don't. Sean
I mean, if you're just taking him at his word, if I'm
taking at his word, then that's what they've done for a long time. But also, I don't think we have the majors knocked down anyway in the sport. Like the fact that 2 years at Jackson, go over here, like what's the plan? You know what I mean? Like, what's the plan? With majors, there needs to be like set in stone type thing. Like, this is the brand. This is what it's like. This is how it is. And we don't have that in disc golf anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm going to expect showing up to Swanson from year to year. It seems like it's improving, like new stage, great vending, all of this new stuff. But that was for, like, we're playing a tournament that was an Elite Series event, and now it's a major. You get what I mean? Like, we're playing the same tournament, but we're just going to call it a major now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand how we just changed the name of a tournament and now it's a major. And I know they put all the work into the new holes and all this stuff, but my point is, like, USCGC, USCGC. It doesn't change. There's no other tournaments that happen there. It doesn't go Elite Series, then major, or major, Elite Series. You know what you're getting when you go there. And then when they change stuff at that tournament, we're used to it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're used to some of these minor changes because that's who they are. What I feel like happens is other tournaments then jump in and they're like, oh, that's how it's done. Now I can do that. It's fine. It's allowed. I don't know what we're doing. I think the European Open, I know what you get with UC. He gives you a brand. He gives you a certain level of professionalism that nobody matches. We all know that. You go over to Europe, is there anything like it, Brody?
No.
It's not. And so
USCGC is the closest thing.
And that's all I'm saying is now the PDGA has this major.
Well, see, to me, I just don't think that's on Sean Jack. Say whatever you want, but to me, like, the PDGA, if they want to put their stamp of approval on these, they have to be the one. You're putting in the bid.
You're putting in the bid on something we don't know what it is.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, is it on Sean to be like, hey, I'm going to decide the feeling that people are going to get for a Champions Cup? No, it's on the PGA. It's their major.
I mean, have we gotten a feeling from the PDGA in past
That's why I don't think they're equipped to run majors. I don't. Give it to someone that's equipped to do it and let them do it. Because I don't think they are. Because what you're
I'm
saying
not
is
saying
like,
it's Sean Jack. I'm not. No, 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 no.
no,
What they do here is spectacular.
and
Like the
that's the
local
problem
here,
is like
yes.
the tournament
But
right now is probably not feeling that much different because it's already really freaking good when you go there.
yeah. No, I'm saying the same thing. I just don't know where the problem is. I don't know if Phil Deloney can come in and change that. I think it just is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Or try
is
something.
that
Try something.
try
Right?
something? Yeah, yeah.
Try say I mean they had something really with this major. They could have been like, this is the Woods major. This is the freaking toughest major out there. It's gonna grind you down. You're gonna want to quit. And they could build that kind of vibe around their marketing, around when you step foot on it. You could have, I mean, the thing is like, because I do want to push back a little. I see what you're saying, but I do want to push back a little bit when you're saying we played a disc golf pro tour event here and now we're playing a major, because I do think you could have a disc golf pro tour event at Northwood Black every year, and then maybe once every 6 years or every 7 years, every once in a while, Champions Cup comes there and they beef it up. And then they also come in with their marketing. They
Yeah, I
come
agree.
in with
Yeah.
their branding. They come in with everything. So when you're someone that goes to that tournament every
But that's
year,
what I'm saying. When the
it's
branding for
different.
OTB is better than the PDGA championship,
Correct. That's
then we
bad.
got a problem.
We have a huge problem. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's the thing is like, if we would have gone, if I think this is what you're basically saying. If we would have, I don't want to throw a tournament under the bus, but if we would have gone to a tournament that doesn't have the greatest branding and doesn't do a whole lot, and then a major
It
comes
ups it.
there,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, oh, this is a little bit nicer. But OTB already was one of the top tournaments out of all the tournaments we play. And the PDGA doesn't do anything to increase it. It's going to feel like you're saying, it's going to feel like an OTB Open, but now we're just calling it a major.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying is Sean Jack and the crew here
Do incredible.
do incredible. I mean, you go there today, there's all kinds of action already going, and not all the stuff's set up, and there's people working, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be great. But I don't know. It's just, he's right. I mean,
if you go,
but I don't know what they can how they would change it. I don't know. I don't understand it. That's my problem.
I think a lot of it's just branding and marketing. It's
it is.
branding and
like,
marketing.
let me just throw an M on it. It's our major. We'll just throw an M on it. Our PDGA officials are there, and let it rip.
I mean, I think it's just like, it's as simple as something like this. As stupid and as small as this actually has a huge difference. Is at Northwood Black, if they had the Champions Cup there, just having merchandise that you could buy that says like, I survived Northwood Black Champions Cup, right? Just having like that type of merch around the event, as small as that is, as minute as this is, that is going to be something that's different. And you just build on it. You start doing small little building, and then all of a sudden it builds out to where it's like, this has its own thing. This has its own feel when you get onto the grounds.
Well, I hope it goes back to the PDGA headquarters. And the reason I hope that is because going there has a different feel. Okay, yeah, this belongs on this property. You got the headquarters. It felt different. You know what I mean? Like when you were at Jackson, it felt different. I'm like, yes, this is the major. This feels like it. This feels right.
Yeah.
And then it moves around.
In a way.
It did, because it's different. And it's like, they can brand the PDGA from there perfectly. Boom. I mean, there's your headquarters. They didn't do much, but a lot of it was, I think Bushnell was a big part of it. they came in and they had like their little tent set up all over the place, and they had little action games.
Here's the other thing too, Yuli. And I'm gonna talk about the Open because I think the Open does a phenomenal job of this with golf. A lot of the courses, if not all the courses that the Open plays, they actually have European events there. They have golf events
Yeah,
there. But the Open, when they show up, they bring crazy amount of infrastructure.
yeah,
They bring the yellow scoreboards. They bring the iconic logo. Like all that stuff matters. And to me, like I see what you're saying with Champions Cup. That whole 18, Yuli, that's so underwhelming. The finishing. Like put some grandstands, like put a horseshoe grandstand around the finishing hole. And right then and there, like that's gonna feel different. So I mean, and I see they're trying to do stuff. You know, we got $20,000 was invested in the the tee area and stage on hole one at Swenson. 20K. They elevated it, created a double luxury box by adding couches and high top tables.
really nice.
This will be an area for players, caddies, TD staff, and sponsors. So like they're building stuff out. That to me, I think is going to be a big difference having that.
But here's the problem: they're gonna do a great job. I already know it. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah,
Does the PDGA take credit for it?
if it's good, they will. If it's bad, they
So
won't.
here's the problem. All of a sudden, it's fantastic, best major of the year. Let's say everybody loves it, billions of fans. Then it leaves, and we
I'm
start all over.
See, I'm okay. I'm okay with that if like this is the big if, right? The reason why European Open and USCGC are good every single year is because the same people, the same organization is running it
Yeah,
and they have their hands on it.
yeah,
I'm the Champions Cup, I would be okay with it if the people that have their hands on it, aka the PDGA, knew what they were doing. And so I felt confident that if it goes to another spot, that they're not heavily relying on the locals there and the tournament director and all that stuff, right? Like I think the tournament director should be the PDGA. It's their major.
yeah.
Like that should be the same guy year after year after year. And he's building on it from year to year, not pulling something up and going to another spot. And it's a whole new crew. It's a whole new cast. It's a whole new, it's just, and again, it's like one of those things of where it's okay to be like, hey, hand up, we're not going to ever do that. Then just get rid of Champions Cup. Who cares? Let's just have it be Worlds and USDGC and European Open. And we have 3 majors. Like I'm fine with that. It's just, I don't know. Some other things here. So we have 10 different instances of A and B pins. And also, like you were mentioning, a bunch of different tee pads to play different holes. So it's going to end up being 27 different holes ultimately.
Yeah. Okay.
Throughout the week. They also had over a dozen trees planted, like you were talking about. So they had over 12 trees planted for strategic purposes. And the whole goal, and this is all coming from Sean Jack, the whole goal of this was to try to go to a more of a wooded feel, since we're trying to make this a Champions Cup, a wooded course, get away from the wide open.
And it is. It's more wooded feeling than before for sure.
The other things that, I mean, you're still
on a golf course. Yeah.
Still on a golf course. Another thing they're doing, they're allowing kids in for free and offering a wide array of activities. So I believe we've got bouncy houses, face painting, decorated disc station, pitch and putt course, mini disc golf. So kids 10 and under get in free. I like that. I think that's great. And you got stuff for the kids to do, so they're not just watching disc golf the whole time, because Very few kids are going to want to do that. I think that's great. Get the family out there, get them watching it.